Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a bench press day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below. It would be greatly appreciated. So, the last couple weeks I've tried to do a few different things for my second pressing day using, 5-3-1 variants, and I messed with incline. Then I messed with overhead press again, and I'm just going to be honest here. Completely unhappy with the results of those. And what do I mean by unhappy? They irritated my shoulder. And even the overhead, as much as I can go, hey, I would benefit from overhead pressing, my shoulders don't like it. My left shoulder, not even the one that I impinged in the past, got really inflamed. And then I tried to mess with some barbell rollouts this weekend and it made it more inflamed. And it wasn't feeling that good today. So what I had to think through this weekend as I was thinking about that, what I'm going to need to do is just do two types of benching. I'm going to have to do both of my upper body days as bench days. You know what? Let's make it powerlifting specific anyways. My bench is my worst lift by a mile. I have an elite squat and elite deadlift. You know what? Two bench press days, probably what I really need. How do we avoid the overuse though? Well, I'm probably going to use two grips. And I took it quite easy today. I didn't go super hard. I went with 275 for my triple. And hopefully my shoulder is feeling better next week and, we can hit some decent training maxes. So what I decided I'm going to do, my first bench session every week, we're going to use more of a medium grip. I'll call it a bench press, but I'm inside the rings. I'm at least an inch inside the rings. And then I'll do the second day as a close grip. And you know what? It'll be fine because I said I want a close grip bench. So I'll do both. I'll build both up, and then whichever one is better is what we'll do in competition. But I'm just going to have to bench both days. And again, to avoid the overuse, because I have a squat and deadlift day and we don't overlap those, helps with the overuse end, two different bench grips. And it'll help my lockout keep my triceps strong with the close grip just in case I end up being stronger with a more medium grip. I'm not necessarily predicting that I will, but I'm going to push it hard. It's not going to hurt me to train both, especially again if I'm watching shoulders. Because here's the thing, my shoulders had no issues at all. Over a month ago, when I had quit doing any sort of pull-ups or chin-ups or any sort of overhead pressing, my shoulders had no inflammation. They were 100% perfect again. So what does that tell me? You know what? I need to avoid those things. It doesn't matter. It's not like they're contested lifts for me. It's not like I can't build every muscle and get strong while skipping them. And if I ever want to just test overhead press, close grip benching carries over anyways. I'm not worried about it. I need to not care. I need to focus on powerlifting. I need to focus on the bench for the upper body. And I can still do other fun stuff. I can do cleans and other things to have other lifts that are something I really hammer also that's not directly related to my big three. There's still orc mode. And I think that's the compromise to make. And I'm just going to have to accept that. And I really, really, really and truly want to be able to overhead press. Sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with it, but at the end of the day, if you think about just brute strength and orc mode, the press fits the bill. And I don't like that I have to take it out, but I just have to accept that. It keeps my shoulder health so much better. Everything is fine. Same thing with the chin-ups and stuff. As much as I love chins, when I cut all that stuff out, my shoulders just feel so great. No pain, no inflammation ever. They're not worth it to me. And I have to accept that. So what are we going to do? I did 5x10 on bench, and then I'm like, let's do dumbbell presses because we need to make sure the triceps get worked and everything. And I agree with Wendler when he said, because I have this with some of my clients who have bad elbows who can't do any extensions. We do the palms in type dumbbell presses, and their triceps grow just fine. So I'm going to use these. Sorry, that first set kind of funny. I showed you guys me awkwardly getting up because I didn't use the same technique to get up that I've been doing. But here's the thing. We don't need to go super heavy on these. These are a pump exercise. I need to get the deepest stretch possible. Full range of motion. Yes, I'm only using 75s. You know what? I got a good pump, a good stretch. We'll go heavier on the other pressing. These are an all-around builder. It'll help build my pecs, build my front delts, and build the triceps. That palms in hits triceps pretty hard. And I've even heard guys like Wendler will say that, look, if you feed your triceps enough, either palms in dumbbell presses, or dips, they'll grow just fine. They'll grow just fine. I think he's right, especially because I'm going to be close gripping on one of the other days. We should be good. But I just did 3x10 on these because, again, it's a lot of pressing volume because we did do, this is 8 sets of supplemental pressing. Because I did 5x10 bench, 3x10 dumbbells. That's a lot. Our volumes are getting real high. And especially since I'm going to have a second press day. I mean, I could go up a little higher than that, but I'm going to press again later this week. So probably not worth it. But all of that felt good. And, you know, my shoulder felt really terrible as I was doing the heavy work. But as I got into the rep work, my shoulder actually feels good now. Just getting that blood flow. So I felt like my strength was compromised at the start on the heavy work. And everything felt a little crunchy from that inflammation. But now that I got blood flow, and especially doing all the dumbbells, it kind of made everything crackle nice. It got blood flow. Now my shoulder feels good. So I think the full range of motion dumbbell stuff seems to help my shoulder health quite a bit, especially that whole palms in. And it's that deep stretch. It seems like it just puts them in a nice position, gets good blood flow, probably possibly therapeutic, because now that inflammation that I felt this weekend and when I started benching is completely gone. So again, dumbbells, they have interesting uses. But this is going to be what we're going to do. Then everything else we continued as normal. Like this looked like what a normal bench day would be for me right now. Anyways, just we're going to see some slight changes on the second press day every week. Axle bar rows, we hit the same weight again we did last time, which I bumped it up. So I'm like, I need to just get to this point. These were hard. 5x10 again with the 230. My forearms are lit. My upper back is lit. Everything at the end of these. I almost wish I could throw in some extra upright rows, but I feel like, again, 4 big lifts, 4 big basic lifts. I don't know if I really have the recovery for the upright rows. Not while I'm slow cutting right now. Right? I don't know that it's there. Maybe I'd like to, but I'm going to clean at least once a week. I think I may skip cleans on the squat day and do them on the deadlift day. They really work on the deadlift day because then I do rows both these days and I do all those cleans. That ends up giving me a ton of upper back work. When you add up the whole week because of the 2 upper body days and the deadlift day, it's a lot. We'll get yoked, get thick. But again, I love the fat bar work. And I think my grip is strong enough that that's the beauty of it. A lot of people be like, you can't build back with that because our grip is limited. But in my case, I'm doing 5x10 with 230 with the axle bar. That's enough to make your back grow. So it's building my grip to be monstrously strong. And I'm getting real happy with the grip. Like I'm real happy with my grip strength at the moment, but I need to keep it going. Because it's kind of like I said on my status the other day. Now that I'm getting real strong with the axle bar again, and I know my grip was limiting me. When I missed that 635 at that event, my grip was limiting me. I could tell on the 625. I mean, if I can push all of this, I can possibly get to a 700 deadlift. That'll help on my total, by the way, make up for my bad benching. But by that same token, stronger forearms and grip can help your bench as well. It can help your bench. Then we did our axle bar curls again, full range of motion. Again, my accessory work is big and basic like your mom. And what do we do? A bunch of pause benching, flat dumbbell presses, axle bar rows, axle bar curls. And notice we're doing a full range of motion all the way up to my face. So again, notice the shoulder does get involved. There is some shoulder movement. We come all the way to the face. We come all the way down and lock the elbow. Full range of motion. This makes it a good multi-joint exercise. This is not a single joint exercise done this way. And it also hammers your forearms and grip. So it's more than just biceps. Right? It actually even works front delt and stuff a little bit. You should be able to feel it because if you bring it the bar all the way up to your face. So again, it's not even a small movement. So people might say, well, this is a single. No, it's not really. This is a big exercise. It's a big exercise. And again, it's absolutely work mode. And fat bar curls. You can build your biceps and your forearms at the same time. It's a good combination. But again, we stuck with the weight bump that I used the last time on this because it gets hard around the fifth set. Like the first three sets aren't bad. The fifth set, yeah, I'm running out of steam. I don't know that I have another full rep left. It would be grindy. Probably miss it if I tried a 11th rep on the last set. Now that we bumped that little extra 2.5 pounds at it, so I'll keep trying to work it up though. I mean, I'd like to get these. This is 82.5 for these with the fat bar. I'd like to get these up to about 100 per sets of 10. I think it'll be good. And then I finished off just because of maybe not enough tricep work, just one high rep set of band press downs. I want to keep my elbow tendons healthy. We want to get blood flow to the triceps, get a little bit of pump work because this is the one little pump thing I'm going to do. All right, I had to regrip it there in the middle if people are curious why. And I lost count. I got over 50 reps and hit failure, so that's what we want. Again, just finishes off the triceps, gets blood flow, helps with the tendon health, help with the recovery and everything. Because again, there may be possibly not enough tricep work. I doubt it, but I'm just making sure. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.